Just a couple of minutes away from pre-race festivities here at Road America and jQuery. 14 turns today. Very tricky course for these drivers.
Very tricky indeed. 14 turns, and each lap is a long one, Mark, because just over 4 miles, so that can be both physically and mentally exerting. There are elevation changes. There are areas that are very fast. Turn 14 is one that we talked about that you better mind your P's and Q's when you go into it. Turn 9 is an interesting one, a very long carousel, a long sweeping right-handed single lane where you could have some problems if you're not careful. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, a lot of cars out on the track, and a gorgeous day in Wisconsin. Also want to say real quick, Mark, earlier this week we learned that our friend and friend of racing, George Phillips, his wife Susan, who is also a fan of racing, and they run Oil Pressure blog, oilpressure.com, George runs. Susan announced earlier this week that she's been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Both of them still followed through with their plans to attend the race this weekend before she begins her journey in that care, and of course has the racing community behind her and pulling for her as she operates at her own pace, but enjoys the race this weekend before going there.
We also want to send well wishes out to Lindy Thaxton here in Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
Media locally now, but has worked with the NTT IndyCar Series in various capacities, worked with us as a pit reporter. She, too, battling cancer. She had some surgery earlier this week. She is home and resting. And, Lindy, if you're listening, we wish you best in all of your racing family and media family. Hopes for a full and speedy recovery for all of those folks that we're thinking of. They're in our thoughts today as we get ready to go racing here at Road America. Let's go trackside.
Invocation.